been through the war.
In the Studio With is recorded at Conrad Photography.
Hi, I'm Paul Lamb, and this is my 1957 Gibson Southern Jumbo. I am currently in the studio recording a new album, and it will be used 100% on some of those songs for sure. A lot about the specs of the guitar itself. I mean, I know it's this one's been pretty worn, pretty bad, and you know, if you can see on the back here, there's lots of scratches and nicks out of it right here. You can tell that perhaps somebody drilled a hole here to put a jack or something. It looked like maybe at one point there was a left-handed guitar with a pickguard that they took off and tried to repair. All I know is that I got a call from a guy who was a Crush fan, and his dad had had this guitar for a long time, and he also had an Epiphone guitar as well, and he played the Epiphone more for some reason, and they didn't really want to sell the guitar, but he said if they sold it, they would want to go to somebody who would play it, and who who they'd want to see play it. So they called me up and said they have this guitar, they don't know what it was, and I said, well, you know what, I'm playing Halifax on Saturday afternoon, why don't you come down and bring the guitar? So they did. And I opened up the case and looked at it. I was like, wow, it's pretty worn. And but I took it out and played it. And it had this just such a nice, low, just warm, woody sound. And I just loved it. And it smells really old too, which I love. I just love that smell. I've gone online and tried to research what it is. So the Southern Jumbo is a guitar that was made since the 40s, I think, with Gibson, but they changed them a lot. Like a buddy of mine, Chris LeDrew, he has a 60s Southern Jumbo, and it's more of this. It's the square shoulder guitar, looks kind of like a hummingbird. This one looks more like a J45 with the slope shoulders and stuff. So they always change them. I just love the feel of it. The neck is nice and small, which for me, I just I've had many 12-string guitars, and I still play a 12-string a lot today when I play live shows. But the necks are so big and chunky, and just sitting around at home or recording, it's just not fun. Not as much fun to play. This thing is like butter. At home, I have 2 guitar stands in my living room, and that's typically where I write. And it's this guitar and a Martin 00028. And I do all my writing on either this guitar or that guitar. Everything I do, I write on those 2 guitars. And it just depends. Like this guitar for me is more about the strumming, this type of thing. And I find the Martin, every time I pick it up, I want to finger pick it, So, but everything I write is either on this guitar or my Martin. But it's a beautiful guitar. I love playing it, and it just sounds so woody and natural.
If you'd like more information or you want to follow Paul's adventures, I'll put some links down in the description. And if you'd like to support Paul Lamb or this channel without spending a dime, just add a Paul Lamb song and a Long Distance Traveler song to your playlist on whatever platform you're using, and that would be muchly appreciated. Here comes another episode of In the Studio With.